What's good, guys? Welcome back. So this is going to be part of our speed series. I'm going to give you tips, tricks, workout ideas, just different things you can use that will help you get faster no matter what your sport is. For me, I'm a track runner, obviously. But you can use this for anything: football, basketball, soccer, anything. Anything you need speed or you can utilize speed, this is going to help you out. Go ahead and leave a like. It helps a ton. Gotta get the algorithm working for us so more people can actually watch this. Subscribe too, if you don't mind. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to do it. So yeah, like, subscribe, and let's get on with it. So there are 4 areas of emphasis that I work on that helps me get faster. So they are acceleration, speed endurance, power development, and then strength training. So those 4 plus a 5th one, which is nutrition, which is basically the most important one. But we'll get to that later. So today we're gonna do power development. So I'm gonna show you my workout. I'll do my best. But for now, power development. So let's start with that. All right, y'all. So last time Dan showed you guys how to do double leg bounding, or using both. Today I'm going to show you how to do just one leg. So basically all you're doing is the exact same concept, except you're only using one leg and you're cycling that same leg. So you're coming down, you're just cycling the one leg, you're landing back, you're just going again. It's important to use your arms, you got to balance yourself. This is going to help you just develop strength in each individual leg. You can only do so much. If one leg's weaker than the other, or you don't have the same strength, it's gonna throw you off. You're gonna have an imbalance. So strengthening each leg individually is gonna help you get better overall. So yeah, first I'm gonna show you the bounding. Then we'll move into alternate cycles. Especially for beginners, don't go further than 10 meters with this, because you really gotta get the form down. You have to get used to that motion. As you get used to this movement, it's gonna make it a hell of a lot easier to do it right, to do it further, to get more out of it. So for now, do 2 sets on each leg. So 4 sets total by 10 meters. And we'll start with that. And as that gets easier, you can progress, move up, do further distances. All right, guys, so next we're gonna do alternate legs, but still bounding. So you're gonna do left strike, left, and then right, right. So I'll show you what that looks like. The important thing, don't do it too fast, especially when you're learning this, because you're gonna get thrown off, because it's just a rhythm basically. So you're striking with one foot, and as you land on that foot, you push off, land on your opposite foot, and then cycle that leg. All right, same deal for those. Do not go further than your ability level when you first start. I don't want anybody hurting themselves. So when you start out, do 10 to 15 meters. Just practice that form, practice getting those cycles right, and like actually having a smooth transition through. And as you get better, you can move up. So for that, if you want to alternate, so you can either do just 3 by 10 or 15 meters, just doing it one way, or you can alternate, so you could do left, left, right, right, then switch and do right, right, left, left, and do like 2 of each. Yeah, otherwise, so 3 by 10 to 15 of those. And next, we're gonna get into some jumping. So I do a lot of broad jumps. Today I'm going to show you a couple different things you can do with the broad jump. So I'm going to do single leg, and we're going to just do normal broad jumps, and then we're going to do some with the medicine ball. So that'll, basically I do the harder things first generally. So like if I have resistance in a workout, like I'll do that first. Then afterwards, because you want to test your ability levels without the resistance afterwards, because it makes a hell of a difference. You know, not having that resistance on you, you're going to do it a lot better. You're going to have a greater ability level, obviously. So, and you want to feel that at the end of the workout. Just honestly, it's a mental thing, if anything else. So, let's get into some broad jumps, and we'll move into the medicine ball. So, for the purpose of this workout, we're going to start with single leg. That's our main focus. You know, we're building the single leg strength. So, for single leg broad jumps, it's really important, like you don't want to over jump, right? So like in a broad jump, you want to jump out as far as you can, but you don't want to jump too far to where you can't land on your feet. You know, like if you're struggling or having a hard landing, or you're falling over, you're jumping too far. Like you don't want to jump further than your ability level, especially for single leg. It's like, I mean, even if you're not jumping that far, you know, a better form is going to help you get better progress overall. So don't over jump. Use your arms, like seriously, use your arms, both arms. You know, don't. I see people don't use one arm, try to land on one leg. It's not gonna work out for you too well. Yeah, so both arms. You know, pump those arms, jump off one leg, land safely, reset, and then go for it again. So for this, again, don't go further than 10 meters. If you try to go further than you can, you're gonna hurt yourself, and we want to avoid that at all costs. So 10 meters, do 3 to 4 sets each leg, you know, depending on how you're feeling. And then from there, we'll go into the medicine ball first, because we'll do both legs for the broad jumps with the medicine ball, and then just without the medicine ball at all. So we'll go into that next. But single leg, medicine ball, and then we'll throw in some just normal broad jumps afterwards. Okay guys, for medicine ball broad jumps, we're gonna do reps instead of sets, or instead of distance. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 3 plus 1 without the ball, just to help you get a feel for not having the resistance. So now this one is way too heavy for this. This is the only one I could find when the pandemic hit. So yeah, this is 18 pounds. Definitely go lighter than that. You really, I mean, you could use like an 8-pound ball, a 10-pound even. I honestly wouldn't go further than 12. I don't think it's necessary, because it's not the weight, it's just the form that you're using it for. So for this, yeah, 3 by 3 plus 1 broad jump at the end. So I'll demonstrate how that looks. You don't want to jump too far out. You know, you're just getting in a set position, getting into your broad jump, and before you launch, you're just pushing the ball out, and you're just doing a broad jump and landing. You're not gonna be able to do this as far as your normal broad jump, obviously. So, you know, don't stress yourself if you're jumping half the distance. It's normal. It's okay. But yeah, so then after this, we're actually going to do some horizontal jumps where, you don't want to work in the same plane the whole time. So yeah, like a lot of what we do, like broad jumps and the bounding and stuff, it's all on a linear plane. But if you're not using your hips, doing some agility stuff, moving to the sides, you're just going to have less range of motion. Which is, you wouldn't think about it, especially in track. You're running in a straight line, especially for sprinters. But it's important. It's gonna help you build more strength in your hips. That's gonna help you get faster, especially as the season goes on. So the work you do now is gonna benefit you down the road. Okay guys, for your horizontal jumps, make sure you're starting, planting your, whatever leg you're jumping off. So if you're starting with your left, plant your left. Start with your right, plant your right. And you're literally just jumping to the side. We're gonna twist and land on your foot. So your motion starts, you jump, you twist, you land. So the same thing as the broad jumps. So just doing reps. So 3 sets of 3. Take a couple minutes in between each set to recover. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. And our last 2 drills are just with the medicine ball. So one is just a triple extension, just a toss basically. We're just simulating that first step. So sprinters, you should know what I'm talking about. When you push out of the blocks, you want that triple extension. We're just adding a medicine ball to it to just add resistance basically. So it's gonna be 3 sets of 3 for that. And the last drill. So sprinting's all about power, right? So when you're accelerating, especially coming out of your start, it is all about how much force you can put into the ground to drive your momentum forward, right? So what this is going to do, it's going to help you just over-exaggerate that power a little bit. So basically when you're doing this, you have your medicine ball, your first foot that's planted, you're putting all your force in that foot, and as you slam it down, you're striking your opposite foot. just practicing generating that force just repeatedly. And as you do it, you're just walking through. You know, start with 5 meters. Generally I go to 10 meters. Just do 3 sets. Rest in between. Don't rush through it. And that's your final drill. After that, just cool down, stretch. You know, don't ignore the basics. Otherwise, the work you're putting in, you're just not going to get as much out of it. That's it for power development. The next workout will probably be speed endurance, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'll go through some tips, you know, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I'll break it down a little bit because it's going to vary, you know, if you're a short sprinter, so like 60 to 100, maybe up to the 200, you'll have kind of one set of workouts. If you're, you know, 1, 2, and up, you're going to have a different set of workouts. And obviously the 400 is a completely different monster in itself. So I'll probably leave that to Dan. But yeah, until next time, please like, subscribe to the video. It helps us actually make money. So if you don't like it, nobody will see it. And yeah.